Hey everyone, Cody from Mac Telecom Networks. Today we're going to be looking at a brand new camera and the second PTZ camera in the Unifi Protect lineup, and that camera is the G5 PTZ. The Unifi G5 PTZ is fully weatherproof and can be used indoor and outdoor and features 2x optical zoom, 4 megapixel 30 frame per second resolution, and it's only $299 USD, which I think is a great price. In addition, the G5 PTZ camera is much more compact than the G4 PTZ Industrial. It also has multiple mounting options, which we'll take a look at shortly, and offers the same low latency remote control as the G4. Some other great features include person tracking and full color night vision and presets. The night vision is somewhat like the G5 Enhancer for the G5 Pro camera. As you can see, there are multiple mounting options, including the in-ceiling mount, the surface mount for the ceiling, the pendant mount, which is made for conduit, the corner mount, which is made for the wall, which I will be using as I'll be attaching it to the corner of my garage, and a conduit adapter, which is meant for the wall. The G5 PTZ has a 10 by 100 megabit per second Ethernet interface, a max power consumption of 14 watts, and is powered by PoE+. It has a built-in microphone that can be disabled and is weather rated of IP66, which makes it dust tight and can handle water jets. It also features impact protection with IK04. Now, one very important step is to add the grommet. Push the Ethernet cable through, plug the cabling into the camera, then fasten the grommet by pushing down. This will prevent water damage. We've now talked about the camera, so let's go get it hooked up, adopted into our Unifi Protect controller, and then we'll look at the quality and the feature set. As you can see, I have the G5 PTZ mounted to the front of my house. Instead of using the corner bracket, I decided to use the flush mount that comes in the box with the PTZ. The reason for this is because I already had a cable there, and it gives me a better viewing angle. In my opinion, the G5 PTZ is a very nice looking camera and works well on the front of my home. I do hope they come out with a black model as well. Now, looking at the camera inside of Unifi Protect, you can see just how amazing the camera is. Look at that wide angle. Compared to some of my other cameras on the front of my house, the G5 Bullet and the AI Bullet, the PTZ camera really does feature that wide angle. So now let's go right into the controller and take a look at more of the features. I'm now over on my Unifi Protect controller. In the left-hand corner, we have my G5 PTZ. In the right screen, we have my AI Bullet, and then in the bottom screen, we have the G5 Bullet. You could tell that the wide angle on the PTZ is a lot better. Now let's go over into the camera section and click on the PTZ camera. Clicking here is going to show us the overview, the recording mode, and then our settings. The overview is pretty much the exact same as any other camera, but if we click over on our settings, we could change the name of the PTZ, we could do image tuning, which we'll look at here shortly, and we have our microphone settings. So the microphone we could either turn on or we can completely disable it. We also have noise reduction. And then we have our night vision, which I'll leave on auto, and we have a camera status light. You could turn that on or off. One new feature of Unifi Protect 4.0 is this camera resolution. So we could downscale. It's currently at 2K, but if we want to downscale to HD, we could do that. Underneath the camera resolution, we have the enhancer, and this would be used for that true night vision. So I'll click the drop down arrow and we could see color night vision. If we hover over this, it's going to say the camera spotlight will colorize nighttime detection recordings. It lights up when an object is detected in a specific detection zone. Please note the spotlight's range is 4 meters. Under the color night vision, we have turn off spotlight after no motion, and we could set this from 5 seconds all the way up to 1 minute. I have mine set to 30 seconds, so the spotlight will stay on. If there's no motion detected after 30 seconds, it will turn off. Now, how do we go about creating a colorized nighttime detection zone? By default, the full camera lens is in the zone, but we could edit that. How we do that, we go to recording mode, we scroll down to the smart detection zones, and we could edit it here. You'd see in the purple, that's the full lens of the default, and we're detecting animal, person, vehicle, and we have turn on spotlight when dark. We could deselect this turn on spotlight when dark, we could save, and then we could create a new zone. So we'll add the new zone, and we could place this blue filter, say, all over our driveway, and say we only want it to trigger when a person is there, and it will turn the spotlight on, and we could press save. Going back to the settings, we could see this home view, and we currently have a home view selected, but we could edit this. So I'll click on edit, and then we could move the camera in whichever direction that we want. So I'm going to choose it to go left a little bit, and we're going to save that as our home view. So if there was person tracking, say it's tracking a person walking down the road after they leave, it's always going to go back to that default home view, which is really nice. Another thing we could do with the G5 PTZ, if we go back to the dashboard and then select the camera, we could set some presets. Going into the top right corner, you could see this square icon with the plus, and that's our preset menu. Right now we have no presets, but we could click below or press S to save as a preset. So if we go to the left a little bit, and then we press the S button to save it, it's going to save that as preset 1. And if you go up in the air and then press S again, that will be preset 2. If we go to the right and then press S, that will be preset 3. So since those are all saved, we're on preset 3 right now, but if I just hit the number 1, it's going to go over to preset 1. If we hit 2, it's going to go to 2, and then if we hit 3, it's going to go to 3, and so on and so forth. I believe we could have presets from 0 to 9. One thing that the G5 PTZ doesn't offer is patrolling. Patrolling did come to the G4 PTZ Industrial, and I'm hoping it comes to the G5 PTZ. Another cool feature of this camera is the person tracking. This is probably my favorite feature of all. But if we go to the camera and we look up at this little target icon, it says person auto tracking. If we click it, this will start tracking people. I'm going to show you a couple of clips that I've done over the last few days. This first clip, we could see me coming home from a morning walk, and I'm going up to the driveway. The camera will keep following me until it pretty much hits the brick wall of the front of my house. In this next clip, my brother and I are getting ready to go to a job. You see the camera track me as well, and it will also zoom in closer to my face. Now, the last thing we need to do is to test out the camera at nighttime. Around 2 in the morning, I went outside to take video of the nighttime footage to see what the true color vision looks like. Currently, you could see that this is just our standard night vision with the IRs going. But if I press play, you could see me walking towards the camera, and then we'll eventually see the light go on. You see that the color did change, and it's a little bit grainy, and there's some ghosting that's happening. As I get closer to the camera, and remember, we only have that 4 meters to go, my face does become more visible, but again, it is still a little bit grainy, and it does show a little bit of ghosting as well. Who is the Unifi G5 PTZ for? Well, it's designed for small to mid-sized deployments. I think this will be great for retail shops, medical offices, and residential homes where you want to have person tracking and true night color vision. The camera has a wide range of mounting brackets, is weather rated, and comes in at $299, which I think it will make it a very popular item. Let me know down in the comments below of what you think about the Unifi G5 PTZ. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.